The South London Line was built by the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway and the London, Chatham and Dover Railway, who had different ideas to run along the South London Line. The London, Brighton and South Coast Railway wanted to add a link through the line to Victoria and London Bridge, and the London, Chatham and Dover Railway wanted to reach Crystal Palace. So plans were put in place which resulted in putting the idea of the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway between Crow Lane Junction and Barrington Road Junction, and the London, Chatham and Dover Railway built a route from Barrington Road Junction to reach Windrush Road. The line to Sutton, branching off to the west of Peckham Rye, got added in 1868, a year after the opening of the South London Line, when the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway got their extension to Victoria, whilst rolling out passenger services from 1866, started running between London Bridge and Loughborough Park. Thanks to the line to Sutton, trains would appreciate running the new route to reach London Bridge. Another route was provided to run from Peckham Rye to London Bridge. Passenger services from the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway began operations between Wapping and Old Kent Road in 1871, being 5 years later extended to Liverpool Street in 1876, then to Peckham in 1877. A year later, then bring in 1885, services were cut back to Shoreditch from Liverpool Street. Passenger services on the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway began serving Governor's Road from 1870 to 1907. There were plans to electrify the South London Line, and the first experimental electric train was used in January 1907, then became a passenger service in December that year. Marketed as the South London Elevated Electric Railway, the name coming from the influence by the London Electric Railways in London, and the slur made it to the news reporting the cut of journey times, and trains sharing the tracks between London Bridge and Peckham Rye ran without stopping at stations in between. The end of passenger services from Peckham Rye through the East London Railway, with Shoreditch on the route, came in 1911, and the link north of Old Kent Road to join the East London Railway got abandoned in 1913, leaving Old Kent Road to close, along with South Bermondsey, withdrawing services from East Brixton during the First World War in 1917. South Bermondsey reopened from 1919, 2 years later. A decision was made to standardise the Southern's network with third rail and installed 660 volts direct current third rail system on the 17th of June 1928, after the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway became partially the Southern Railway. East Brixton shut in 1976, and some stations got dealt with, building new platforms to replace the old ones, and the cleaning and refurbishing the stations before the South London Line mostly got incorporated into the London Overground network in 2012 as part of the extension to Clapham Junction on the East London Line. With London Overground using the South London Line, services were able to create a link to Surrey Quays from Queen's Road Peckham and reach Clapham Junction from Wandsworth Road, making the southern route to Clapham Junction for regular London Overground trains with stations Queen's Road Peckham, Peckham Rye, Denmark Hill, Clapham High Street and Wandsworth Road before branching off to Clapham Junction, and the line opened in December of 2012, originally scheduled to open in time for the London 2012 Olympic and Paralympic Games, which wasn't met unfortunately. The link with the West London Line at Clapham Junction created the first Circle Line in the London Overground network, providing passengers two ways to reach Highbury Islington, Dalston and Clapham Junction. Overground services curated withdrawal of trains from Victoria to London Bridge on Southern. In July 2023, TfL announced the possible chance to rename lines in the London Overground network, and in February 2024, confirmation was given for the Windrush line, celebrating the big ship named Windrush brought the Caribbean immigrants who've wonderfully changed London, such as Dalston, colouring the line red. Between Denmark Hill and Clapham Junction on the South London line, the London Overground regularly uses the trains Class 378s pass through Brixton for the Victoria line and National Rail, where people demand and expect a station to be built for London Overground, adding an alternative route to reach Brixton. But the price to build another interchange at Brixton for the Windrush line is incredibly high, and support has been offered to help with the funding for the new interchange at Brixton, and suggestions have been made as a plan B for East Brixton Station to be opened. We'll see what the future holds.